What's up, guys? Hope everybody's doing well and having a great day. You guys are in for a treat in this video. I finally got the map done that I've been working on now for the better part of a week. Unbelievable amount of locations I've received personally. Here's the map that I just finished this morning of the various locations, and this isn't all of the locations. Some of the videos that were sent in did not include locations, so you're looking at 44 unique locations on this map. And here come the names of the locations: Ruskin, Florida; East Point, Michigan; Roanoke, Virginia; Honolulu, Hawaii; Clarksburg, West Virginia; Manchester, Kentucky; Tampa, Florida; Harlingen, Texas; Naperville, Illinois; Cleveland, Ohio; Yorkshire, United Kingdom; Mason City, Iowa; Hawthorne, California; Palm Bay, Florida; Baltimore, Maryland; Little Rock, California; Oxford, Pennsylvania; Austin, Texas; Boise, Idaho; Columbus, Ohio; Phoenix, Arizona; Abilene, Texas; St. Louis, Missouri; Junction City, Kentucky; Amarillo, Texas; Blackwell, Oklahoma; Carthage, Tennessee; Manchester, Tennessee; Murfreesboro, Tennessee; Branson, Missouri; Marion, Illinois; London, Ontario; Dry Ridge, Kentucky; Manchester, United Kingdom; Hermitage, Tennessee; Renton, Washington; Mason City, Iowa; Toronto, Canada; Markham, Canada; Toledo, Ohio; Taylor, Michigan; Kansas City, Missouri; and Villa Rica, Georgia. And again, I received more videos that did not have a location associated with the video, so there's over 50 different locations, several in Ohio, several in Kentucky, several in Tennessee. Those seem to be the hot spots, at least for me. But as you can see, all across the country, from Washington all the way down to Florida, I've got an arrow up here pointing to the United Kingdom. I also have an arrow over here pointing to Hawaii. These sightings span literally thousands of miles. And as we mentioned about 3 days ago, Dr. Stephen Greer is supposed to be coming forward with an announcement regarding UFO disclosure. We talked about this back on the 15th. They were saying that possibly within 72 hours or so, that revelations regarding the UFO phenomena could start being released as soon as today, maybe tomorrow, literally any hour. We could be on the verge of hysteria depending on what's released, how much is released. And there's an article over here that was dated January 16th, sportskedia.com, goes on to say, UFO expert makes stunning disclosure about incoming whistleblower revelations. That's Dr. Stephen Greer. And the article goes on to say, the American ufologist and retired physician Stephen Greer launched his podcast, the Stephen Greer Podcast, on January 15th of 2025, and claimed that within the next 3 days, unidentified anomalous phenomena, UAP whistleblowers, will allegedly come up with important revelations. The reason we are starting this podcast now, rather emergently here today, is because we have a group of people who are in the process in the next 72 hours or so will be coming forward with a great deal of information related to the UFO and NHI, or extraterrestrial issue. So we could be on the verge of mass hysteria. We'll have to wait and see, but new information could be coming out any day now. Speaking of sightings, here we go. I've got more sightings of unusual objects in the nighttime sky. Mystery Man 369 via Denise Campos. Not sure of the location, but watch what this thing does. This is no ordinary airplane or a helicopter. This thing turns on its side. Looks like one of those triangle craft UFOs. This is definitely not a drone. Way too big to be a drone. Look at this. Just went vertical. You've got to be kidding me. Just when you think you've seen it all, stick around. Tomorrow's going to bring a whole new day of fascinating things you've probably never seen before. Just go outside, have your camera ready, and look up. What an incredible video. This one here, I didn't know the location of this event, but very, very fascinating indeed. Video number 2, January 16th, 2025 at 6:52 p.m. by Poe Less. Looks like the same object or something very similar, kind of sneaking behind the tree line right there. They just happened to capture it right before it, again, disappeared behind the trees. I put it in slow motion right here. looks like possibly the same craft or a version of the craft that we just saw. Video number 3 out of Perth, Australia. Pete Will, January 10th of 2025, looking out the window of an airplane coming into Perth. Check this out. What is going on here? What are those bright lights? Above Perth, Australia, deep in the southern hemisphere. Wow, there's not only one, but two. Check it out, it gets better. I don't believe those are airplanes. Obviously not drones. I mean, these things are several thousand feet in the sky. Don't appear to be blinking. And honestly, don't appear to be moving very much at all. Those aren't reflections on the window. Those are objects in the sky. Near Perth, Australia. So they focused on this one. Then you're going to see another one enter the field of view right there. See it? That's a different one. I believe that's number 3 now. And they all look identical. Or nearly identical. These two seem to be moving closer together. Obviously not airplanes because they wouldn't be doing that. Look at how close they were. Airplanes don't do that. They can't do that. Especially if they're carrying passengers. Unreal. So this one kind of veers off to the left. This one remains stationary. And you're going to see another one here in a minute. There continues to be a lot of bizarre activity in the skies above Earth, more than we normally see. Going to video number 4 of a series of videos that I put together for you guys. This video has narration. Here we go.
Okay, a little bit more. I'm sitting in my car with my phone braced on the sunroof. I always thought it'd be really cool to catch something like this, but I'm a little bit nervous. Yeah, I gotta go. All right. So I needed to see.
Stopped her car, put her phone out the sunroof of the car because the glass has a tendency to contaminate photos and videos from light reflection. So she was smart by putting her camera out the sunroof of her car. But as you heard her say, she was getting a little bit nervous as she was watching this mysterious object in the daytime sky. Whatever it may have been, clearly not a helicopter or an airplane, some sort of a mysterious white unknown object in the daytime sky. Here's a modified view of that same object. I simply took away some of the lighting, added some darkness, trying to pull forward any possible features. There it is in a different format, and you don't see anything other than what we saw in the original video. Here's yet another attempt to pull forward any possible features, and there was nothing else to see except a large ball of light, stationary light. Speaking of balls of light, check this out. Video footage sent in by John, once again from New Jersey. A long string of low-traveling lights in the nighttime sky, January of 2025. Where these things originated from, they start way back here. Way back here. So probably a mile, if not more. Chinese lanterns don't normally last this long. There's still some way back there. See them right there? I counted 20. And again, they're just kind of cruising through the sky. Not making any sound, not blinking. Chinese lanterns are normally orange. These appear to be solid white. Not blinking. Here comes some more. See how far back they go? Way back there. And they're not moving that fast. So for them to still have full illumination way over here is kind of unusual for a Chinese lantern. They don't last that long. Maybe it's a fleet of drones? I mean, this is in New Jersey. This has been the hot spot for the drone activity.
Down here.
And that's what the young lady said. She goes, maybe these are drones. They're still coming way back there. Did a great job filming these things, whatever they were. Very long row of at least 20 mysterious lights very quietly cruising through the nighttime sky above New Jersey. Okay, check this out. This is seriously weird. This video has narration. Here we go.
Is it just me, or does that look creepy to anybody else? Like, it's making me wonder if it's the drones or something. What in the world? Very weird.
Very weird and creepy indeed. I mean, full-fledged fog and the lights that we've been seeing now for a couple of months flickering all across the United States and various locations around the world. All of these locations, people have experienced the flashing light phenomena. Here we have the flashing lights embedded in very dense, freaky-looking fog. And people say this fog has a smell to it. It's not like typical fog. So yes, a very creepy setting indeed, almost like something you'd see out of a movie. Moving on to video number 2 by Connie out of Ruskin, Florida. This video has narration from January 17th. Here we go.
You think it's Morse code? Can't even talk. All those blue lights are turned into flickers all the time. There you go.
More flickering lights out of the state of Florida. Coming up, video number 3 also has narration.
Lights that Mr. BBB333 been talking about happening all over the world. We're in East Point, Michigan. It's about 6:50 in the evening. First time I seen it, I thought that I would never see this, but as like a lot of other people all over the world, apparently, or at least America, have been seeing it.
And he too had seen the video footage of the mysterious light phenomena, had never seen it personally until now. And other people have commented that they thought this was some sort of a prank or something like that. No, this isn't a prank. This is very real. Eric out of East Point, Michigan, captured this video from just a few nights ago. Yet another eerie example of lights malfunctioning. I don't recall ever seeing this. Maybe once, just very, very randomly. Throughout your entire life, you might see something like this. This is happening all the time on a nightly basis all around the world. Moving on to video number 4. This video also has narration by David. More flickering lights.
See those? See, those are flashing.
That's so weird.
I know, that's strange. That one is not, but you got that one. You got that one, that's 2. See the flashing there.
Why are they flashing?
You think that's what Mr. MBB's been reporting?
I guess.
But none of the other businesses around.
No.
See? Can you roll your window down? See, those over there are fine. On that side of the street. And up there as well. But here, those 2 are flashing.
That's not normal.
I don't know what's going on. So, Mr. MBB 333, this is happening in Denison, Texas. We don't want to get hit. Let me cut this video short. See, strange. Strange.
Video out of Denison, Texas. And there's something that is causing these lights to malfunction all around the world. Something is interfering with the flow of electricity. It's not the bulbs. It's not the cold temperatures. In fact, where they're at here in Denison, Texas, it wasn't cold at all. So it's not the cold air. This is something entirely new that seems to be happening on a nightly basis. And again, I'm one person, and I've received all of these reports, plus some, that I don't know the exact locations of. So that would make over 50 different videos that I've received of this mysterious light phenomena that's occurring literally all around the world. And this is yet another example. No, that's not normal. Those lights are supposed to be on, not flickering on and off as if they're malfunctioning. But the question is, what's causing all of these things to malfunction? Very, very bizarre behavior indeed. Also have more examples of the freaky fog. This video has narration out of South Carolina. Here we go.
It's 10 minutes after midnight here in Laura, South Carolina on Sunday the 19th. And there's this strange fog that everyone's talking about. And it's about in the 60s, I think, here. It's not snowing. And there's no wind. As you can hear, there's no wind blowing the microphone. There's a lot of particles dancing around.
What is that stuff? Here's video number 2. Richburg, South Carolina. John Sprouse, also on the 19th. These videos were taken at around the same time in nearly the same location, at least in the same state. Look at that. Look how thick that fog is. Or some version of fog. People say it's not like normal fog. Some people are describing this as having an odor like black powder. They say it's not normal fog. It almost looks like snow, but it's warm here. The gentleman said it's not snowing. There's no accumulation on the ground. Some sort of thick particles roaming through the air in 2 different locations in South Carolina, and going from South Carolina to Elijah, Georgia. Not too far from South Carolina, the night before, January 18th. Check it out. Looks like the same exact fog. 24 hours earlier. Look at that. And again, it's not cold here. It's not snowing. Sky's just loaded with particles that are being described as fog. Some people are saying that this stuff sometimes smells like black powder. But obviously it's not black powder. It's some sort of fog-like particles that are filling the skies in some places, like in South Carolina. You're going to see video footage out of South Carolina, Georgia, and I believe West Virginia in this video, primarily out east along the east coast of the United States. So this here you can see is very, very thick. Looks like snow, but it's definitely not snowing. Okay, going from Georgia to yet another location. This video has a narration. Here we go.
Hey, buddy, I'm in West Virginia here. I looked out my window, and there's a ton of that fog. I don't know if this is the same fog that everybody's been seeing, but if you look over yonder there's a whole mountain being hit by this stuff. I don't know if it's normal or if it's this crazy-ass fog everybody keeps talking about, but it is foggy.
Whole mountain tucked in behind that thick layer of fog. Video by Tess out of Sarah Ann, West Virginia. Video taken on January 18th of 2025. So 2 days in a row, mysterious fog spotted in West Virginia, Georgia, and 2 locations in South Carolina. The drama continues with the fog, the mysterious flashing lights, and mysterious drones and UFO activity in the skies all around the world. And we continue to wait for full disclosure. Could be any moment now. Coming over here to the homepage of the website, quick look at the GOES X-ray flux. No major solar flares in the last 24 hours. Looking at the Earth-facing side of the sun, that could change at any moment. Looking at this, look at the huge sunspots and active regions. These are primed and ready for action. They are capable of producing X-class solar flares. Hopping over to the Yellowstone supervolcano caldera, looking at the seismographs that monitor the mighty supervolcano. A little bit of earthquake activity over here at Madison River. Strange activity there in the middle of Yellowstone Lake. All in all, pretty quiet. Nothing major going on at the supervolcano caldera. If you guys have any photos you'd like to share, you can send those to reports@MrMBB333.com. If you guys have any videos you'd like to share that are too large to attach to the email, come over here to the homepage of the website. Look for this red tab that says, Have a Large Video. It's a Dropbox. Drag and drop your videos into the Dropbox. Please include your first name, date, and location, and I'll take it from there. Thanks for watching. Have a super day, and be safe out there.